In China during World War II, the Japanese military built a secret biochemical lab underground. Scientists there tested a serum meant to increase physical strength. They used prisoners as subjects, hoping to create soldiers who could not be defeated. The experiments failed. Dangerous side effects appeared, and the formula was never perfected. Before the project could be finished, British forces launched a sudden attack that destroyed the facility. The lab collapsed and all data was buried with it. From that point on, its existence vanished from official records, leaving only rumors of something dangerous hidden below. But secrets never stay buried forever. This is City Under Siege. The story then shifts to 2010. Soon, a circus performer, worked as a clown. Behind his simple act, he was skilled with throwing knives, but he never displayed that talent on stage. During one show, he tried to prove himself by aiming at an apple held by a woman. His seniors stopped him at once. WWII, the circus owner and Soon's martial arts teacher, feared he would cause trouble. The act was reassigned to the seniors, leaving Soon humiliated. WWII had once been close to Soon's late father. After the father's death, he felt bound to protect Soon. Following the father's last request, WWII never allowed Soon to take part in the main performances. One night, Soon noticed 5 seniors sneaking out, led by Jong, the most ambitious among them. Curious, he followed. They tracked 3 treasure hunters to some ancient ruins and quickly captured them. Their plan was to steal the treasure and escape the circus for their own gain. From a distance, Soon accidentally made a sound and was discovered. At first, the group wanted to silence him, but Jong changed his mind and ordered Soon to take digging tools and enter the ruins. None of them realized the site was actually a long-buried war lab. As they ventured inside, the group moved through dark tunnels lined with skulls and broken lab equipment. Among the debris, they came across a large container marked with a warning sign. Ignoring the danger, they forced it open. Jong then ordered Soon to open a chest that appeared to hold gold bars. Once it seemed safe, Jong secretly told one of his men to eliminate Soon by sending him to guard the entrance. Before that plan unfolded, another container was opened, releasing toxic gas. The fumes spread rapidly and reached everyone in the room, including Soon. One man panicked, collapsed, and died instantly. The rest managed to escape, but the gas had already begun to alter their bodies. The symptoms came quickly. They grew weak, vomited, and screamed in pain. While trying to get out, Soon slipped and fell into a stream. The current carried him onto a small boat that drifted all the way to Hong Kong. By the time he arrived, the effects had worsened. His body swelled in unnatural ways and unbearable hunger consumed him. Desperate, he grabbed dried fish from a fisherman. Locals saw this as theft and chased him. During the chase, Soon ran into a woman named Angel Lee. She was stranded with a flat tire and asked for his help. In return, she offered him a ride. Soon agreed to go. On the way, Angel noticed his weakness and gave him cookies before dropping him off at the circus training studio he called home. Exhausted, Soon collapsed on his bed, unaware that his body was still leaking fluid from the gas. Meanwhile, Jong and his 3 friends launched a wave of violent crimes across the city. They hijacked money trucks, attacked guards, looted cargo, and even raided a jewelry store under police protection before moving on to more robberies in other locations. The toxic gas they had inhaled in the ruins began to show stronger effects. Their bodies mutated, giving them strength far beyond normal humans. Soon experienced similar changes, though he did not yet understand what was happening to him. Police launched a full investigation into the robberies. What stood out was that the criminals used no weapons, yet still overpowered trained officers and caused massive destruction. Forensic experts were brought in, and at one scene investigators found a handprint with intact fingerprints for analysis. From early tests, one expert concluded that the level of force was not possible with ordinary weapons. He suspected a biological factor was involved. He told authorities the group could be identified and caught within 20 days. Meanwhile, Angel faced her own crisis. At her office, She met with her boss, who was also her lover. He told her she would be replaced by a younger journalist, who had been with the company for only 2 months. Management wanted a fresh face they believed the audience preferred. Shocked and betrayed, Angel threw a glass of water at him and stormed out. Outside, she looked at the studio she had devoted herself to, overwhelmed by anger and disappointment. The next morning, Soon woke up to find his body had returned to normal size. Confused, he called WWII, who was hiding outside the city to avoid being linked to Zhong's crimes. WWII advised him to go to the police, and assured him he had nothing to fear since he was not involved. Soon after, Soon noticed strange changes. He realized he could see a mosquito moving as if in slow motion. His heart was beating so fast that the world around him appeared slower. While heading to the police station, Soon passed a scene under siege. A criminal with a gun was holding a policewoman hostage. Officers were helpless, since the suspect gripped her so tightly that snipers had no clear shot. From across the street, Soon could see the suspect's every movement with sharp clarity. His enhanced vision revealed details invisible to others. At that moment, Angel arrived, drawn by the chaos. She stepped out of her car to film the standoff. Standing right beside Soon, she failed to recognize him, as his body no longer looked overweight. The tension escalated when the suspect prepared to pull the trigger. From hundreds of meters away, Soon spotted the movement and hurled a bamboo stick with precise force. It struck the suspect's arm, disabling him instantly. The crowd erupted as reporters rushed forward, but before the media could surround him, Angel pulled Soon into her car and sped away. After the crisis, she drove him back to his place. As a journalist, Angel recognized the potential of the story and began planning an exclusive interview to reveal the man who stopped the hostage situation. Meanwhile, Zhong and his men grew stronger and more resilient, but their bodies also became monstrous. They kidnapped scientists and forced them to develop a cure. During this time, Zhong was shocked to see Soon's face on television, still looking normal. The scientists explained that the toxin reacted differently in each body. Soon's immune system might have developed antibodies that slowed the mutation. Determined to find out, Zhong led his men straight to the Circus training hall. At the same moment, Soon and Angel had arrived there to begin the interview. Zhong appeared with his group, surprised to see Soon moving even faster than them. A fight broke out. Soon darted between punching bags and struck them one by one with incredible speed, landing blows before they could react. The battle shifted when Angel was attacked and fell off the stage. Zhong caught her, placed her in a chair, and revealed that he had admired her for a long time. He returned to face Soon, grabbed his leg, and slammed him to the ground, breaking his rhythm. Although Soon's speed and strength were impressive, he lacked a clear strategy and struggled against their mutated bodies. At that moment, 2 Hong Kong police agents, Liu and WWII, arrived. Their unit specialized in biological mutation cases. They threw dynamite into the fight, distracting Zhong and his men, then attacked with weapons. Yet the mutants' bodies were too strong to take serious damage. Angel regained consciousness and began filming from a distance. Cornered, Soon armed himself with knives and fought Zhong in a long-range duel. Both were skilled at knife throwing. Realizing he was losing, Zhong retreated with his men. Exhausted, Soon collapsed. Liu and WWII took him to a government facility, where a doctor confirmed the presence of a toxin in his body. Unlike the others, the toxin enhanced his strength and instincts without damaging his organs. The doctor believed Soon's genetics made him uniquely resilient. Angel proposed turning Soon into a public hero to restore trust in the police. The chief approved, and Soon was promoted as a symbol of justice. soon became famous. At first, his image reassured the public, but Angel and her company eventually exploited his popularity, placing him in advertisements that had nothing to do with his hero role. This troubled Liu and Yu Bei, who feared the attention would only provoke Zhong and his group, whose mutations were growing worse. Not long after, at a party, Yu Bei and Liu spoke privately. They were engaged and planned to marry soon. Yu Bei voiced her concern about protecting Soon, pointing out that their enemies were no longer human but mutated monsters. She suggested asking for support from Central agents, but Liu refused. Proud and ambitious, he insisted on completing the mission without outside help. While Soon was filming a commercial in a studio, Zhong and the other mutants stormed in. They attacked the crew, destroyed equipment, and tried to capture Soon. Their goal was to take his blood, believing it was the only cure for their condition. Zhong went after Soon, 2 others blocked the exits, and 1 mutant chased Angel. Zhong also revealed his obsession with Angel. He admitted he had admired her for a long time and resented Soon for being close to her. Soon fought back but was outnumbered. Inside the studio, Soon battled Zhong while Liu faced a mutant named Wan. Wan struck with full force, but Liu dodged and countered with precision. Using acupuncture on vital points, he paralyzed her muscles. Wan collapsed near spilled gasoline, and sparks from damaged equipment set off an explosion that killed her instantly. During the fight, Zhong bit Soon and drank his blood. The blood was not a cure. Instead, Zhong absorbed Soon's DNA, which explained why Soon resisted the toxin. Liu rejoined the battle, determined to stop Zhong. Yu Bei urged him to retreat, but Liu pressed forward and attempted acupuncture again. This time it failed. Zhong had entered a 3rd stage of mutation, becoming stronger and nearly invincible. Liu and Yu Bei struggled to hold on. When Yu Bei tried to help the wounded Soon, another mutant blocked her and struck her down. Both she and Soon were thrown out of the studio. Seeing them injured, Liu stopped fighting and pulled them to safety. Police arrived soon after and found Angel locked in a room. Once freed, she ran toward the ruined studio searching for Soon. On the way to safety, Yu Bei succumbed to her injuries. She and Liu had planned to marry in 2 days. Devastated, Liu blamed his ambition for her death. Later, at a cabin by the lake, Liu treated Soon with acupuncture. Once Soon regained his strength, Liu trained him to control and refine his powers. He believed Soon was the only one capable of defeating Zhong, who had now mutated into a green monster. As Soon trained in both his abilities and knife-throwing skills, Zhong spiraled further out of control. He rampaged across regions, leaving destruction behind, and society rejected him for no longer looking human. Amid this chaos, Zhong called Angel. He confessed that none of his actions had brought him peace, and admitted that the only thing he wanted was to meet her face to face. At the same time, Angel was shaken by reports claiming Soon had died. She regretted exploiting him in the past for her career and her company's gain. That regret grew stronger after receiving Zhong's call. Angel then contacted the police and agreed to cooperate. She accepted their plan to lure Zhong to a chosen location where he could be captured. Meanwhile, Zhong confronted a group of scientists and demanded a cure. He offered them money, desperate to stop his mutation. The scientists told him his condition was too advanced to reverse. Frustrated and angry, Zhong called Angel again and arranged a meeting. That night, police surrounded Angel's apartment to prepare for the operation. But one of Zhong's mutant allies had already infiltrated the area. Within minutes, the officers were killed. Zhong forced his way into the apartment, defeated 2 guards, and approached Angel. He begged her to live with him. She refused, telling him she could never be with someone like him. In desperation, Angel pulled Zhong toward the edge and threw herself off the rooftop with him. As they fell, Soon appeared and caught her. Angel was stunned to see him alive. But Zhong quickly seized her again and escaped on a large truck. Inside the building, Liu was still locked in combat with another mutant. The fight turned against him when his leg was pierced. He realized his acupuncture no longer worked. Spotting gasoline on the floor and an exposed lamp, he made his final decision. He triggered an explosion, sacrificing himself and the mutant so Yubei's death would not be meaningless. Meanwhile, Sun chased the truck. He rescued Angel and fought Zhong in another knife duel. Angel nearly fell but was saved in time. The battle raged on. Zhong stabbed Sun, yet even injured, Sun kept fighting. Angel tried to help by ramming the truck into Zhong, but he survived and grew even more violent. The knife fight continued. Sun had to protect civilians while Zhong pressed his attack. In a critical moment, Angel shielded Sun and was struck by Zhong. Furious, Sun realized he had no knives left. He grabbed a shard of glass and threw it as Zhong hurled his blade. Zhong's knife struck Sun's shoulder, but Sun pulled it free and threw it back. The blade pierced Zhong's tailbone, his weak point, killing him instantly. After the fight, Sun found Angel still alive. He held her tightly, relieved that the battle was finally over. So the moral of the story is, don't mess with toxic gas or you'll end up a mutant.